YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We get another Washington football team video, and in today's video, we have a lot of rumors and something that got everyone, a little hype for some reason. I don't want to be the party pooper or whatever, but I'm just here to calm everyone down. We got some Dak Prescott news, some Sam Darnold rumors. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. To get the quick part of the video out the way, Dak Prescott recently followed the Washington football team on Instagram, and we're the only NFL team that actually he follows. So, and I understand why that, gets everyone excited and whatnot. We need a quarterback. Dak Prescott future with the Dallas Cowboys is certain. I just read an article that they are not close to a long-term deal, but it's Lions season. They very well could be close to a deal. We just don't know it. Or like the article said, they couldn't be close at all to a deal. Dallas are the ones that's really talking. Dak Prescott's side and his agent aren't really doing that much talking, so we don't know. It's up in the air right now, but nevertheless, the Washington football team is looking for a quarterback, and Dak Prescott could possibly be that. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be it. I just think if he did become the quarterback, that would be a dream scenario. As you guys know, that is my dream off-season quarterback, because I know it's not likely that it will happen, but it could happen. We have the financial resources to make it happen as far as the money, but I just don't know if that would be smart. I'm not going to say Dak Prescott isn't that good, but I personally don't think he's worth $38 million per year. I honestly think Dak Prescott is probably around the 29, 30 maybe, and that's probably a little, stretch, but nevertheless, he's a good quarterback, and he's way better than what we had, last year and the previous years before that. Now, with Dak Prescott following the Washington football team, I don't want to be the guy to, ruin it and make it a down situation, so be happy, I guess you can say. He follows us on Instagram. We're the only team. That is kind of strange that he doesn't follow his own team as far as the Dallas Cowboys, and he follows their division rivals that's been rivals for years and years. So, I mean, that is a little interesting. Could someone be talking to him? Could they agent be in talks and we just don't know about it? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Free agency is in 36 days, so a lot can happen within that time period. But I just don't want to overreact, because every time I overreact, one, it never happens, and two, I just look stupid because, we never pursue the guy. Although he follows us, we could very well not be interested in Dak Prescott. But I highly doubt that is the case, because if we're interested in Sam Darnold, which we'll get to in a little bit later, rumors and JP Finley already came out and cleared that up, that said that we were possibly talking to the Eagles about trading for Carson Wentz, although that's not true per JP Finley. If it is, if we're in talks to get those kind of guys, and no shame to Carson Wentz, but if we're in talks to get some of those guys and we want those guys, there's no way we should not be interested in Dak Prescott. But I'm just, putting it out there that it's all speculation and rumors at this point. Like I said, we have 30 plus days until free agency, and it's gonna come fast. It's gonna be here within no time. It's March 17th, and a lot could go down, man. So I just don't want to be that guy that ruins everyone's happiness about Dak Prescott. If you are a Dak Prescott fan that wants him here, because I want him here on a reasonable deal, and that's really my dream quarterback, because he's really good, but I just don't know if he's worth the money he's gonna be asking for. Now, So you can take my opinion with a grain of salt. Obviously, you can have your own opinion. You can be bouncing off the walls that Dak Prescott followed us on Instagram, and it obviously means something, that you could dig deep and find what it means. Or you can just be that guy that's like, okay, Dak Prescott followed us, I don't want him here anyway. Or you can be me and just be neutral about the situation and be like, okay, Dak Prescott followed us on Instagram, that's pretty cool. You can just be cool about it, and that's the approach that I'm taking. So I'm not going to tell you how to react to it. You react how you want to react, but that's just my opinion on the whole Dak Prescott following the Washington football team situation. Now, moving on to the next part of the video, Sam Darnold and the Washington football team are rumored to have interest. So moving on to the next part of the video, the Washington football team is rumored to have interest in Jets quarterback Sam Darnold. Now with Sam Darnold, As we know, he's been with the New York Jets, who's been a terrible franchise since he's been there, and they didn't get the guy no help. They tried to somewhat beef up the offensive line by getting Mekhi Becton, but they still need a lot more pieces. His best receiver was a former guy that played here, Jamison Crowder. His next good receiver, you want to know who it was? Braxton Berrios. Who is Braxton Berrios? I know him now because he played for the Jets this past season. He was really good. You know what I'm saying? If he's ever a free agent, I don't know his contract status, but I would honestly look to bringing him here. He's actually solid. He's okay. But who is Braxton Berrios when it comes to trying to surround your talent or surround your quarterback with talent? You let go of Robbie Anderson, who was probably your best receiver. You know what I'm saying? Le'Veon Bell, he couldn't get right with the Jets, and it's not his fault. It's the Jets front office and the previous coaching with Adam Gase. Now, we don't know how the Jets feel about Sam Darnold. Although it came out and said that they want to trade him, they very well could not want to. But I honestly think they will because they hold the number 2 pick. They could look to go Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. Or, like I said, they could keep Sam Darnold, trade back, and get multiple picks. I think Sam Darnold has a lot of untapped potential, and it's just been ruined because he's with the Jets. Now, if he comes here in Washington, I think we have the team, the coaches, and the continuity with everyone, even though they're still young, to get Sam Darnold up to speed and get him here and get him, to untap that potential that he has. But the only thing with Sam Darnold is that you're going to have to find that out now. Now, you essentially have 2 years with Sam Darnold if you want to, pick up his 5th year option because he's going into his 4th year. You trade for him this offseason. You maybe start him this year or however you hold the situation. Nevertheless, you're only going to have 2 years. If you, in fact, do decide to bring up his 5th year option, you have 2 years. But let's just say they don't want to pick up this 5th year option. You have 1 year to figure out what you have in Sam Darnold, and that's if you trade for him. Now, I'm 9 times out of 10 sure if they trade for Sam Darnold, they're going to pick up his 5th year option because you're going to have to let go of some compensation, obviously. Now, moving to the compensation, what are you looking to give up for Sam Darnold? Now, Sam Darnold is not worth no 1st round pick. I'm thinking maybe a 3rd and a 4th for Sam Darnold, maybe 1/3. He is not worth a 1st round. He's barely worth a 2nd round, but if we did give up a 2nd round pick, I wouldn't be mad. I would just be like, we couldn't get a better deal that kind of suited us. Now, I can say this for history purposes only. Don't really do good in the 2nd round of the draft, but that's in the past with the previous regime. So if we did give up a 2nd for Sam Darnold, I would not be mad, but I would just be like, we couldn't get something better. But nevertheless, Sam Darnold to Washington is yet another rumor, just how the Derek Carr was a rumor, just how Odell was a rumor. Everything is a rumor, man. It's lion season. Everyone's just trying to get clicks and views and clickbaits. Everything is just lying and made up in rumors. But we'll all know what's true when it comes to free agency and the draft. We don't know if we want to go a veteran route as far as quarterback. We don't know whether we want a rookie. That's how I like it. Although I would like it as a fan to know a little bit what's going on with the quarterback position, I like keeping it under wraps. So, if you were to trade for Sam Darnold in 2021, his signing base salary would be $920,000, which is cheap, but obviously he'll have his roster bonus, his signing bonus, and his incentives. He'll basically just carry over his contract from the Jets to Washington, obviously, as you know. So, that's really chump change for a guy like that, but it's also a risk because you don't know what you have in Sam Darnold. That's why it's a trade, and you're really risking it. Like, do we really want to prove? Do we really know if Sam Darnold is the guy that we want to be the quarterback of the future? Because if that's essentially what you're doing, if you trade for a guy like Sam Darnold, you're basically confirming that he's the future of the team. Because you don't trade for a guy like Sam Darnold if you're unsure what he has. You might as well keep the 4 guys that you have on a roster or trade for a veteran. So that's all I have for you guys today, man. Washington is interested in Sam Darnold. Once again, rumors. So be careful what you see. Take everything with a grain of salt because you don't know what's true. And also, Dak Prescott followed us on Instagram. Let me know how you feel about that down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington football team. Don't forget to send your questions to be a part of the Q&A. We haven't got a lot of questions lately, which is fine. I know the more I promote it, the more questions we'll get. That's the reason for all the people that have sent questions the episode hasn't came out because we only got like 2-3 questions. If we can get more, the videos will come out sooner. So as always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. Let me know how you guys feel about today's topic and videos, Sam Darnold and Dak Prescott. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace.